What's up guys, this is Jake, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can use Alibaba.com to go ahead and create your own custom branded products that you can use to sell on your Shopify store. So with that said, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for more videos, and let's dive right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started by taking a look at a company that is actually doing this right now. So right here, this site is mvmt.com, movement watches, and we can see here that they offer men's and women's watches. And if I were to go ahead and open up men's here, we can take a look at the different watches they have and keep these price points here in mind. And then if we go ahead and jump over to Alibaba.com real quick and we were to search men's quartz watch, we can go ahead and if we scroll down a little bit, we can see watches right here that are the minimal style right here, which is very similar to what Movement is selling right here. So what Movement is actually doing here is they are ordering custom branded products and they are creating a brand around it on their Shopify store, and doing this allows them to go ahead and have very huge markups on these products. So if we were to just take a quick example here, let's go ahead and use this watch right here because this looks very similar to this one right here. So let's say we would use this watch, which varies between $11 and around $15 per piece. So let's say if we would use even the upper end of the price here, this costs $15. They're selling this watch for $115. So if we were to bring up the calculator here, and we did 115 minus 15, that's a $100 gross margin. And if we were to subtract a little bit more here for, let's say, shipping and transaction fees and everything on their end, even if we were to subtract another 20, that's still leaving them with around $80 worth of profit margin. And let's say even if you subtracted another 30 for marketing, they could spend $30 per customer acquiring a customer, and they'd still make $50 bottom line profit after all expenses. So you can see how creating a custom branded product here will allow you to have very big markups and have very big profit margins. And this is what you can do with Alibaba.com, which is what I'm going to show you in this video. And before we get started here, I wanted to mention right here that Alibaba.com is actually having their March Expo 2021 right now until March 31st. And with this event, there's going to be over 1 million new products with limited time discounts. There's going to be a bunch of different hand selected suppliers that are participating in this event, and there's going to be free shipping for all new buyers. So this is definitely a good time to go ahead and get started with looking for products to source on Alibaba.com. So I'll leave a link to this exact page in the description down below. So let's go ahead and get started here. So this video is going to be going over 3 different parts. So the first thing we're going to do here is figure out how we can actually choose a product to sell. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how we can actually browse through these products to figure out what exactly we're looking for and figure out which products to pick. And then the third part, we're going to take a look at how we can actually go about contacting these suppliers and ordering the products. So we're going to go ahead and get started with how to actually choose a product to sell. So just like we saw with the watch example here, you pretty much just want to make sure that you have a product that is brandable. So you want to make sure that whatever product you select is something that you can create a brand around, because that's going to allow you to have the really good margins that we took a look at earlier. Some other suggestions that might help you out is having a product that is consumable, because if the product is consumable, then it's something that would need to be ordered on a recurring basis. So this can help you with getting recurring revenue. And also, if you select a product that you are personally interested in or a product that you use, it'll probably be a lot easier for you to go ahead and create a brand around that product because you're already going to be very familiar with it and interested in it. So I would say definitely focus on these things when you're deciding on a product to pick. And if you're still having trouble with coming up with ideas, you can actually use this page right here called Trend Hunter, which I'll also link in the description, which is a page on Alibaba.com where they go ahead and show you some of the top selling products on their site and a bunch of different categories here. So we can see like fashion, home, and consumer electronics. So you don't have to sell these particular products, but what you can do is you can just look through these different categories and you can go ahead and just try and get some ideas or inspiration from here that hopefully gives you a couple of product ideas that you'd want to go ahead and look for yourself. So with that said, once you've gone ahead and selected a product or a couple products that you want to go ahead and start looking into, at this point you want to go ahead and actually start browsing products themselves. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and use the example of matcha tea as a product example here. So what you want to do is head over to the search bar here on top and just make sure that you have product selected, and you're going to just type in the name of your product here. So if I just type in matcha for matcha tea, we can see that we're going to get search results here of a bunch of different suppliers offering this product. So when it comes to looking for your product, there's a couple of things you really want to look for. So the main thing is you want to find a supplier that offers a private labeling or custom packaging service, because this is going to allow you to go ahead and create a custom brand around this product. Because like we said, the whole point of this is to create a custom branded product versus selling something that's generic. So what you could go ahead and do is scroll through these results and go ahead and open up a few of them. And once you open them up, you can just go ahead and scroll down through the description. And what we're pretty much looking for is to see if this specific supplier offers private labeling or custom packaging or branding of products, anything of the sort, because that is what we are trying to do here. We are looking for products that are customizable. So in this specific instance, I don't really see anything of that sort here. So what I would go ahead and do is just go ahead and keep scrolling and look for another one. So if I were to keep scrolling down here, this product in particular looks like one that would offer custom packaging right here, because if we just look at these bags, this definitely looks like something that we could go ahead and put our own branding on right here. So I would go ahead and open this one up. And if we go ahead and scroll down, we can go ahead and take a look if they do offer that. So if we come down even more. So once we scroll down here, we can see that private labels are welcome here. So we can see that they have a couple of different styles that they offer here that are OEM, but since they do offer private labeling, what this means is that we could go ahead and send our own designs into this supplier, and they would go ahead and print them on, in this case, these tins or these bags right here. And we can see, yeah, they offer the customized logos with the bags. So this would be one supplier that would definitely be worth looking at for the private labeling right here. So you would want to just keep this tab up. So what you want to go ahead and do is continue searching through all of these different suppliers, find a couple suppliers that offers the product you're looking for with the private labeling service, and then you can go ahead and compare some other things once you have that up. So let's say you found 3 suppliers that go ahead and offer the private labeling for the product you're looking for. At this point, you can compare different things about the supplier themselves. So you could come down here and we can take a look. We can see right here that they are a verified supplier. And you can come down here and you can see their star rating out of 5. So you can compare different suppliers to see who has the highest star rating. We can see how long they've been on Alibaba.com right here. So we can see this supplier has been around for 8 years. So that's a pretty long time. We can take a look at their average response time right here. So this supplier typically responds in under 4 hours, which is pretty good. And then we can see right here how many transactions they've had and then their on-time delivery rate for the last 90 days. So you can go ahead and compare suppliers based on these metrics right here. And then you could obviously also compare prices as well to see who's offering the best deal for your products. So just as an overview, when you're browsing products, be sure to look for products that offer the private labeling and custom packaging for your product, compare the prices, and then look at things like supplier age, rating, and response time. Now, before we move on to contacting suppliers, one other thing that you can actually use when it comes to looking through different suppliers and products is the Elite Partner feature here on Alibaba.com. I'll also leave a specific link to this in the description. And essentially what this is this shows you a lot of featured Alibaba.com suppliers that are verified here, and you can see that it updates each month. So this month is March edition here. So if we were to scroll down and let's say we would just open one of these up here, so we can see this supplier supplies a lot of different air filters and air purifiers here. So this is just another tool that you can go ahead and use to find good suppliers and get product ideas as well. So with that said, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at how we can go ahead and contact these suppliers. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a couple of suppliers selected already. You don't just want to rely on one. So ideally you have a couple potential suppliers here, and what we're going to be wanting to do now is order samples. So you can go ahead and click contact supplier here, and then it's going to bring up this chat regarding this product. So pretty much what you want to do when it comes to contacting the suppliers is you want to contact 3 or 4 different suppliers and ask them for a sample with your branding on it. So what you can do is you can normally just say, hey, do you guys offer single product samples with custom branding on it, just so that way you can get an idea of what it looks like. And the point of this is so that way you can actually compare the quality of a few different suppliers. You can see what the custom packaging looks like. You can see how good the product is itself. And then once you've taken a look at all of these samples, you can go ahead and decide which product supplier you want to go ahead and move forward with. Now, you don't have to do this step if you don't want, but I would recommend definitely testing out multiple different suppliers to make sure you get the best possible quality in every aspect that you can. And then once you've done that, you're pretty much good to go. You can go ahead and start bulk ordering your private label products from here, and then you are essentially on your way to creating your own custom branded store, just like Movement from the example earlier. So with that said, this has been a brief overview on how to use Alibaba.com to create custom branded products, to create your own custom brand within a Shopify store, so you can sell custom branded products with very high margins. And be sure to go ahead and jump over to the Alibaba.com Buyer Central YouTube channel as well, and subscribe to them as well, because they upload a lot of helpful content around finding and sourcing products. I'll leave a link to this in the description as well. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video.